Good afternoon, everybody. Been a while since I blogged, and today I'm going to give you a little blog about the Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, starring his nephew, Jafar Jackson, as, as Michael. Overall, it was a great movie. There were some tough times to watch, such as his troubled relationship with his father, and, well, how that kind of led him to a few spirals here and there, and learning that he never got to really be a good, normal kid, and he wanted love and all that. But it was a great movie overall because it showed that despite all that, he was able to dance the night away and make great music, have a good sense of style, and win over a lot of people's hearts. So, here's the details about Michael. It goes from his days in the 60s in Gary, Indiana, with his father and his mother and his brothers back when he was in the Jackson 5. Had a lovely angel voice, but a not-so-angelic father, because he really saw some potential in Michael. Well, potential to get himself out of the slums, quote-unquote, and the trouble with the steel mill job and all that. Then it goes on to the 70s when he starts to break out into his solo albums and his attempts to break free from his father's control and occasional beatings and just strike out on his own and be Neverland, be Peter Pan flying off to Neverland and never having to grow up with so many adult problems and all that. And it goes on to show some things I did not know about Michael. I mean, I knew he had Bubbles the chimp, but I didn't know he had a little kind of zoo when they moved to Los Angeles. And I also didn't know that his hair got set on fire during one of his performances with the Jacksons. So, despite all that stuff kind of being hard to watch, a guy who wants love but doesn't really get it, at least not for himself or whatever, he still manages to keep fighting. It was because of all those different traumas and tribulations he dealt with that the film overall reminded me of a combination of Ray and Rocket Man. And in this case, he's the new rock and roll man-child. Nice to know that he was still able to find some solace in dancing and music and connecting with other people besides his father and his mother, Catherine's sweetness and comfort, and watching movies like The Three Stooges and Chaplin and a few other things. So overall, I give Michael a 9 out of 10. It was great to see Michael in a good light. But then again, some parts of the Jackson family, like Janet, she wasn't mentioned, and I guess despite how traumatizing it was with the abuse allegations, still like to see how he managed to keep his health in check during all that, leading up to his This Is It days. Literal and metaphorical. So yeah, overall, great movie. Great to see that Jafar channeled his uncle's spirit and got to give him a good light, and great to see his style and dancing and overcoming the drama, and just great to see Michael again. So feel free to check it out and feel free to tell me what you think. Thank you.